A number of you worked very closely with us when we passed the Trade Act of 2002 to expand the AGOA 2 benefits, which were focused on some of the apparel issues, but also helping Botswana and Namibia qualify in a special way. But again, one of my themes that I hope we can talk about over the next couple of days is how we need to focus on diversification. And what we're now seeing is imports like cars and ice cream from South Africa, fresh cut flowers from Kenya and Tanzania, processed lumber and auto parts from Ghana. All of us are well aware that the quotas in apparel come off in 2004. There's going to be a lot of difficult competition from China and India. Many of the U.S. companies are looking now to see if they can have diversification in textile and apparel. And that's one reason why the work we do with you over the next year and a half is very important. But it also means we need to expand on that base. We need to look at some of those other 6,500 products that are available under AGOA and see where Africans can participate. And of course, we're looking to the future, putting together an AGOA 3 with the extension that President Bush has talked about beyond 2008 in dealing with the third-party fabric issue. And again, I think for us, we want to put a critical focus on agriculture, which we know is a critical sector for Africa. Now, the second part of the strategy is represented by our free trade agreement negotiations with the Southern African Customs Union countries. We believe it is vitally important to look beyond an era of one-way trade preferences to move to that of a trade partnership. This was encouraged by the AGOA legislation, and the members of SACU were the ones best positioned for us to start. And I hope that some of you who are not part of SACU recognize that what we're also trying to do is send a message about the commitment of the United States to sub-Saharan Africa. The United States is negotiating free trade agreements with Asia Pacific, with Latin America. We recognize that the ability of at least most African countries to take substantial further liberalization efforts in the Doha agenda has to be approached with caution. So we'll work with you on those three areas. But there was a new voice that I heard at the meeting. It started from the start, my first comments. It is vital that we have a strategy to help Africa become a key part of the global economy. It won't happen in a week, a month, a year, or 5 years, but we have to have a strategy to do that. We do not want to replace colonialism with neocolonialism. We don't want to just have a special arrangement for you with the United States and Europe. You've got to be integrated in the global economy. And the reality is that that is going to be fundamental, because the changes in India and China and elsewhere are not going away. We have to help you to be able to compete. And frankly, there's one other aspect. If you look at a lot of the gains from trade, they can increasingly be among developing countries. 70% of the tariffs paid by developing countries are paid to other developing countries. So if we're going to create the formula for growth, it's also going to have to include greater South-South trade. Now, to help make the preferences work and to help you in the Doha agenda, we are committed to the trade capacity building. We know that for many countries you have a hard time getting the negotiators to be able to implement the agreements, to link it to your reform program. And from 1999 to 2002,